education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. I believe you've all heard of this famous quote by Nelson Mandela, which I think is impeccable, because education can change the world. And pursuing education simply starts with learning how to read, how to write, and how to count, which means that literacy is the start of something impactful, which can further change the world. Honorable judges and fellow audience, my name is Faeyza Zahra Anindita and I'm from SMAN 2 Kota, Tangerang, Selatan, and today I'm here to tell you that in 2021, Director General of Early Childhood Education, Basic Education, and Secondary Education Jamari had stated that illiteracy rate in Indonesia had fallen from 1.78% in 2019 to 1.71% in 2020. However, literacy issues are still a problem, and if we want a fully literate society, then the government should find more strategies to solve this issue. But before we get into ways on what we can do or what we should do to solve this issue, let us define what literacy is first. When you hear literacy, what is the first thing that comes into your mind? I believe it's reading or it's writing. Although these answers aren't incorrect, it is believed that we should change the way we define literacy. It is currently 2022, and as technology is improving, the need of digital literacy is also improving. Although it is not easy to define what literacy actually is, because each cultural group has its own definition, to put it on simple terms, literacy can be defined as a person's ability to read, to write, and to gain information through, now there's an additional point there, through various mediums including print and digital. And now here's another problem. Not only in Indonesia, but in a global scale. According to research done by Professor Suzuin, who is a professor in marketing, and Dr. Adrian Ward, who are both at McCombs School of Business in the University of Texas, only 28% of their participants read the full article before sharing it, which means that 72% of them don't even know what they are sharing about. And if you don't know what kind of information you are sharing about, how are you sure that it is valid? How do you know that the information you are sharing is beneficial or not to society? What if it's fake news? What if it's misinformation, false information? Especially, you know how our nation's headlines are, right? It's always so exaggerated, unnecessary, and sometimes quite useful, quite useless. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've told you about the urgency of literacy in Indonesia and worldwide. Now, the big question mark here is, why do we have to care about the importance of literacy anyways? Why do I mean it when I say that literacy can change the world? For one, improving literacy means actualizing the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which is goal number 1, no poverty, goal number 4, quality education, goal number 5, gender equality, and goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. Effective literacy skills open doors to more educational and employment opportunities, which can also help people to pull themselves from poverty and chronic underemployment. And literacy also gives access for people to gain information, right? Which can also reduce the inequality of gender, inequality of nationality, race, and also religious inequality. Number 2, people who can read and write are powerful in society. Studies have shown that literacy can lead human reliance and also civic engagement. And higher literacy rates are even associated with healthier populations and less crime because literacy is found to be the foundational skills that is acquired to have advanced skills. And lastly, everyone learn differently, right? We learn differently. And students have to have different ways to gain knowledge, and with literacy, they can express their thoughts differently. Literacy can also help people to understand them better, and literacy is the way we interact with the world around us, how we shape it and how it shapes us. Literacy can help us communicate with not just reading and writing, but also speaking, listening, and creating. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that literacy is not just reading and writing, but with convenient literacy skills of the people in a country, their knowledge and their thought of process are elevated to another level. And when we have successfully integrated the urgency sense of literacy, I am more confident that the world will be a much better place. With literacy, the disappearance of poverty, inequality, and war won't just be a dream anymore. So let's together spread the word, spread the awareness, and spread the message. And so together, let us all change the world one word at a time. Thank you.